Welcome to Close of Play, our wrap-up of the business day. Now, it's been a history-making day, in fact a history-making month in terms of monetary policy. Remember, on December the 4th, Alan Bollard did his 150 basis point cut, which was a record in New Zealand. Now, today, the Fed's done its cut. We started the day with the Fed funds rate at 1%, and we've ended the day with it having definitely been shaved by 75, probably down to zero, but in addition to that mammoth cut, we're into this bizarre new world where it's not a fixed rate now, it's a range from 25 basis points to zero.
Yeah, I guess it's a case of extraordinary times require extraordinary measures. Certainly something that is unprecedented and somewhat surprised people, I think. And the Fed's also said it'll employ all tools available to promote the resumption of sustainable economic growth and preserve price stability. So the question now is, what will that involve?
Indeed, it's thrown the kitchen sink in terms of official cash rate at this problem, and it hasn't worked. So they're now into this thing called quantitative easing.
Yeah.
Basically buying up as much debt and printing money.
Yep. So I guess it's further evidence that the global financial crisis is far from over.
All right, well, this has been the 10th cut by the Fed in the 14 months that the crisis has been going. What was the reaction of Wall Street instantly?
Well, the markets rose instantly. They rose quite strongly. The US dollar weakened. So it'll be interesting, really, to see what happens tonight once people have had a few hours tonight when US trading resumes again, when people have had a few hours to absorb just what this might mean.
Exactly. Are we going to bet that this rally will continue? Not on your Nelly, we're not. No. All right, and on to some local casualties then of the crisis. Two specific instances today, the first being Wizard Home Loans, gone.
Yep, GE Money has pulled the plug on Wizard Home Loans in New Zealand, GE Money being the finance company that owned Wizard. Now, they're blaming increased cost of funding because of the global crisis and the dire state of the New Zealand housing market for this, but one other factor that might be at play here was that they had funded mortgages of some of the investors in blue chips, so that probably didn't help their cause either. But yeah, obviously another sign of the times type story. And
this follows, of course, they pulled out from car lending earlier on in the year. And another casualty then, PGG, profit downgrades and potential write-downs.
Yeah, they've downgraded their profit forecast today by up to 24%. And this is just 7 weeks after they had reaffirmed it. So this is quite a big step. And what they're saying is really that the rural property sector is just getting hammered. They're giving some figures today. For example, rural sales in November fell 64%, and farm sales were down 39% in the year to November, with lifestyle property sales down 40%. So that downturn in the rural property sector is really starting to bite.
Oh, there we have it. Close of play for today. Thank you.